Okay, my name is Richard Harding. I'm one of the producers of the film The First Grader, and the film's about an 84-year-old man that decided to go to school for the first time in his life in Kenya when the Kenyan government decided to make education free for all Kenyan citizens.
Awesome. So how did you find out about this story?
Well, we found out about the story in the LA Times. My business partner Sam Foyer found it and called me right after and says, this is an amazing story. Let's look into it. I read the article and we ended up flying down to Kenya to meet the old man, and we got his story from him. And what was so intriguing about his story is the fact that this was not only an old man going to school, but this is a man who was an ex-Mau Mau fighter, which helped liberate Kenya from British colonial rule. And who would have known decades later this man will have that same strength in him to fight for a basic education, which is the one thing that we take for granted here in the Western world. And so that's why we thought this would be a great film to make.
So filming on location,
Yeah.
Did you run into any kind of challenges doing that, or what was the overall experience like over there?
Well, first of all, it was an amazing experience. It was quite lovely. I mean, we were received very well by the Kenyan people, the Kenyan government, and when you look at the film itself, you see a lot of people in there. And one of the things that our director Justin Chadwick decided to do was bring in the community, get them involved. So you have brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, all involved in making the film. So we had a lot of love and a lot of support from the film. In regards to the challenges, I mean, there were very few challenges at all because we had an amazing crew, which was the Kenyan crew, that came in and worked with our British and South African crews. So I mean, there was really no challenges at all, just getting the film made. And fortunately for us, we finished a little bit ahead of time as well. So it was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you've been traveling the festival circuit with
Yes.
this. What is the reaction to it been so far? What is that
Well,
like?
I mean, it's been overwhelming. When we made this film, I will be honest with you we were hoping that our film would be seen by more than just our friends and family. So to be able to fill out theaters and have theaters where, like we were in Dubai, where 3,500 people saw it at one time. I just got back from Guadalajara, Mexico, where over 2,200 people saw it at one time, and it was very emotional. People loved it. They cried. They laughed. I mean, it's been a great feeling so far, and it's been surprising. We could not have written, the script for the outcome of what people would think, of what people now think of the film. So it's been amazing.
Awesome. And what do you hope people are taking away from the film? Like, if there was one message within it, what would you like people to carry with them after seeing it?
Well, I'd like to give two if I could.
Sure.
One, it's never too late to accomplish any dream that you have. It really isn't, because if Kimani can accomplish his dream at the age of 84, anybody can do the same thing. And another one, which is very important for the kids, is the importance of education. It's extremely important. That's one of the things that Kimani tried to explain to the kids, and that's one of the reasons why he allowed us to tell his story, because he said to us, will this film encourage kids to go to school? And if it would, I'll give you guys all the permission you guys need to go to make this film. And it has encouraged people to go to school, and those are the two messages we would like to send out there. And that's one of the reasons why we're happy to make the film.
Awesome. And speaking of kids, and this is a film festival, so there's a lot of first-time filmmakers, a lot of wannabe filmmakers, a lot of people who may want to make films in the future. Do you have any advice for someone who hasn't quite picked up a camera and started anything yet, but kind of wants to head down this path?
Forget it. Be a doctor or a lawyer. No, I'm kidding. Stick to your dreams. First things first. I mean, always remember why you got into it to begin with. And write that down, because there's gonna be tough times, really rocky roads. And when you get those rocky roads, go back to the basics, go back to the beginning as to the reasons why you decided to do it, so that passion can continue to flow inside of you, because there are times where you're gonna be really down in trying to get it up. And the other thing is the fact that, stick to the plan. Always stick to your plan. Do not, sway or use shortcuts. Just stick to the plan. And most importantly, don't have a plan B. Because if you have a plan B, that's exactly what you'll end up doing, and not your plan A.
That's actually great, because I've always heard you always have a backup plan. So
No, because you'll end up doing the backup plan.
Awesome.
Never.
So I guess my wrap-up question would be, like, what has your experience been like so far at the Nashville Film Festival?
It's been amazing. It's one of the best festivals I've been to, and I'm not saying it just because I'm on camera. I'm saying it because I mean it. It's been one of the best festivals. I mean, from the volunteers to the festival director to the festival organizers, it's professionally put together, really well organized. And I know they say every festival has its flaws. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it, so it's been very well put together. I'm really impressed.